with Tony Surf on 882 6PR, the voice of Perth.
And what a buzz to have people in the studio. Usually the whole building is evacuated and I'm here on my own till 5 when Carl comes in and the news guys come in. But I not only have an esteemed colleague, my brother, I have one of the most beautiful ladies around who's a colleague, a reporter, and she's also a braveheart. Sandy Di Rocco and Brett Benetti, g'day.
Hello, Tony.
How you going?
Oh, very well. Every time that we're on, we always described as me beauty, you beast, and now we've got Beauty and the Beasts.
Oh, it's pretty shocking.
Oh, you know what? I tell you what, you guys put me to shame tonight.
Oh, I don't think so.
You are looking mighty fine,
You didn't have to tell me.
I'll tell you what. You need your eyes checked, young lady.
I've been saying that all night.
Indeed. Hey, listen, we've got a few great things to talk about. And Sandy's one of the brightest little stars around, and you wouldn't know it to look at this gorgeous lady with laughter in her voice. She's going in to have what I had done pretty much and have an implant in her chest to help correct some challenges she's had. And you are so brave. I know you got a little bit of concern, but you've been through a heck of a lot. And it's really lovely of you, dear Sandy, to come in, because we found out that not only do we have a lot of our listeners who've are going through the same thing or have loved ones, but you make a big difference when you're brave enough to talk about things. And, you know, they're not easy to talk about, but you always seem brave. And after you had that heart attack when you had an artery burst, 2 young kids, a media career, all just put on hold, you decided you were going to make a difference, and you raised awareness for the Victor Chang Heart Institute. And, you know, Brett and me and a few thousand other people just think you're the best.
You know what? It's
I think she's all right.
Yeah, she'll do. She's very humble.
it's very humbling, like just to hear you say that, Tony. Thank you
true.
so much. I'm very thrown back. I'm very humbled by everything that you've said. And you know what? It happens to a lot of gentlemen out there as well, where we have a condition called spontaneous coronary artery dissection, which we should all kind of be aware about.
And you're only a youngster. This can happen to males, females in their 20s, as it did with you.
It can, and it happened to me at 28, and it can happen to a lot of people, probably under a lot of stress, I would take it, as the research has kind of, you know...
Yeah, physical and emotional stress. And it literally, the main artery literally burst.
Literally burst. So as they kind of explained to me, it was kind of like a how do you say it? Like a tube of a
bit of pipe.
Yes, thank you, Tony.
Thank you, Tony.
I'm thinking in Italian, but I'm trying to convert it in English.
Forza.
And the artery and the blood pressure went through the arteries too fast, and they basically dissected, so they burst. So this is what happens to a lot of us in the country, and a lot of it has happened to athletes in the past. And
high performance people who really push their bodies.
I can tell you, I'm not one of those.
You're pretty fit. You work out in the gym. You're down at Greenie's gym and the other crew.
Yeah, I am. But you know what? I mostly go in there and socialise and I have a chat. I might go in there and have a chat, but
5 minutes on a treadmill. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah,
dear listener,
you
do you know what? You
Brett
don't
knows more about this than I do.
She's in
right.
great shape.
He's
Yeah,
right.
but you know what, Brett? The truth is that Sandy, when she goes down to the gym, doesn't need to exercise. She gets all she needs running away from the boys chasing her.
That's what I told her, but she, you know.
True story, mate.
You know what? That's all. Thank you to my my hairdresser, Patrice Pedri.
Patrice is awesome.
Who you can find on Facebook. I tell you what, without this woman, I would not have the hairdos that I do every day when I go out and face my online dilemmas with cameras or on WTV, as I work for WTV as a reporter and a journalist.
2 things for TV are super important: camos and hair and makeup.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, you know, I'm a makeup artist from way back when, and I tell you what, without it, I
And
would look
Patrice
pretty
is really
scary.
Patrice is
I
really
say the
cool.
same thing about myself all the time. So
You know, we do say the same thing about Brett, but you know what?
He scrubs
He's
up well.
one of these naturally gifted people that he just decides, you know, he just walks out, struts his stuff, and he just looks $1 million. Have a look at him, Tony.
stop. I just act as if I own the
Do you
place.
know what I
That's
mean?
all.
Like, I see him ringside, and he's just like with all the lights and everything. It's all glamorised, and he just looks $1 million.
He looks brilliant. And the
Like-
camera loves him too, but I got irregular features. Cameras laugh at me, and I was going to say Patrice is lovely and gracious, and I love her because she looked at my hair and didn't laugh, and I love her.
Patrice was named after a character from that movie Coming to America, so
Oh,
that's why I like her.
Oh, brilliant stuff.
Hey, I saw you both on Fox Sports last
Hey.
night on the Thunderdome broadcast.
Oh, that was really lovely.
Wasn't
Hey,
great?
thanks for the mention, Brett. I really appreciate
Always a
that.
pleasure. And Tony presented a belt looking $1 million, representing 6PR.
I was so amazed that Tony, you came down.
Oh, I've
Finally.
had a
because
ball.
the last time, hey Brett, he didn't come down, right?
I've been
No.
trying to get him down for a long
so
time.
this time he came down and he presented a belt, and we were absolutely rapt to have him there.
Do you know what? Nearly 40 years of commentating boxing and martial arts, and that is the first belt I have ever presented. Because I'm usually the MC, and it's all the important people who do that. So for Brett and you guys to line that up for me was a real treat. And just by the way, got a big WKA kickboxing night next Saturday night.
Okay.
That means I won't be in Sunday morning because I'll be MCing, but Fred Mafrica will be in next Sunday morning.
We like Fred.
But I'm going to try and get Brett and Cutie Pie, who might still be recovering. We'll see how we go.
I'll take her a day to recover, I think.
Yeah, perhaps.
Maybe two.
She'll be playing tennis on Monday.
True.
Be fine.
I can see it.
She'll be fine.
But hey, listen, what I wanted to talk about, because we cover a lot with Sandy and Brett, and we'll have them on from time to time as I can inveigle them. It cost me a fortune to get them in here. It's shocking. Just
Do
shocking.
you know what? He is one of my favourites, I have to say.
Pretty magic.
He does. He knows me inside out, and he knows that I have a weakness for minions.
Hey, we've got something. Sorry to butt in there. I'm not ignoring
That's
what you
okay.
said, but hey, mate.
Well, the thing is, I know that Sandy likes Minions.
Yeah, I know.
And,
So I have inside
Despicable
intelligence.
Me 3's coming out, so make sure we get her to that preview as well. But I know she's got a big day coming out, so on behalf of 6PR, she doesn't even know this. She's about to be shocked. I've got it under the desk, so
Oh my God!
it's a minion.
It's a minion.
Minion Day, but she's getting excited here. So she can take that home. She can take that to the hospital with her.
Oh, I tell
It
you
actually
what.
talks as well. Hold on a sec. Let me see if I can get it to say something.
Sandy's going in for surgery tomorrow.
Did you hear that?
And this. Hang on. Was that you or the minion?
The minion, that was the minion.
You sure?
You guys are the...
Absolutely brilliant.
I've got no...
But I've got a minion talking into the microphone right now. There you go. So you
Take that
to
with you into the hospital
okay?
tomorrow, and
So-
we'll be thinking of you tomorrow too,
get the
Sandy.
minion.
Oh my God!
There you go. So there you go. We made her day, so she's got a big day to obviously today. So
And all the
she'll be
overnighters
happy.
will be sending you lots of love and good vibes too, Sandy. Give them a wave.
Oh my God!
I don't think that's her first minion. I think.
She's overwhelmed. Let's bail her out now. I want to change the subject.
We'll talk about the subject while Sandy decomposes it.
Oh dear. I love it. She's overwhelmed. I love
Oh my
that.
God!
And it's Minion Dave, by the way. It's not
Minion
just any
Dave.
old minion. It's Minion
It's a
Dave.
main minion. Yeah, main minion.
But listen, it seems that a minion might have got in the middle of a bit of a problem. Do you know how we've been